Hi, everybody. Welcome to Information Day. My name's Kelly, and I'm a tutor at the School of Architecture. In this video, I wanted to share with you my setup for online teaching, video conferencing, YouTubing, content creation, etc., etc. But more specifically, teaching and tutorial interaction. In the current situation, for both face-to-face and remote teaching, we're trying to develop all sorts of strategies and platforms to give the best learning experience possible. So let's get started. For those of you who are interested in setting up something similar, most of what I'll show you can be put together really simply with a few pieces of equipment. What it allows me to do is have a camera ready to go at my desk with lighting and audio. It's all modular and it can move around. We can record on our computer and also use it as a monitor since it's right next to us. I'm filming this video using this exact same setup so you can see how useful it can be. What you need, of course, is your main camera and a good microphone. In addition, having a second camera and some directed lighting will enhance the overall interaction. I've set up my webcam, which is centered above my monitor, and this is the camera for the talking head. In my case, it's actually an old iPhone that's connected to my computer. You'll get a better quality image from an external camera, like a webcam or like here an iPhone, but of course you can use the built-in camera in your laptop or computer. In addition to this, I have an overhead camera set up to give a view of my working desk. In my setup, it's a digital SLR positioned directly over my working surface. It's generally fixed in position, but I have a zoom lens which allows me to adjust the framing. You can set it up on a video head, which would allow you to adjust the tilt to a full range of angles, but you really don't need to do this. And certainly you can set it up using a less expensive camera like a GoPro or another iPhone. What's most important is for the camera to be set up directly above the working surface. And you want the plane of the camera, the plane of the camera sensor to be parallel with the working surface. This ensures that what the viewer sees is as close to what he or she would see in real life without any distortion. With this, then, I can share my sketching process with the student, or I can do a demonstration, making a model, or share anything else physical that brings another viewpoint to the learning experience and lets me participate with the student in the activity. Then what we can also do is consider the interface, how the teaching and the learning experience is actually received. CUHK and the School of Architecture uses Zoom as the teaching platform. How I use Zoom or any other meeting software is I can change my camera or whatever I want to share. So I might have my lecture slides that I would be running through with the students to share certain ideas. I would have my camera of the talking head so that there's some sort of face-to-face, even though it's virtual connection. And of course, I have my overhead camera, which allows the students to see how I'm actually maybe working through a drawing or developing a sketch and things like that. But for my camera input into Zoom, I use a free software platform called OBS, Open Broadcasting Software. OBS allows me to combine all the stuff I want to share by composing scenes, which puts together the various materials in a multimedia experience. So what you can see on the screen right now is that you've got the talking head. That's in the lower left-hand corner. My slides are in the upper left-hand, and so I can run through the presentation that way. And then also, of course, I have my sketch pad, so I could also be running through any sort of sketches at the same time. Also, what OBS allows me to do is that you can combine any other sort of digital input. And so what you can see in the lower left-hand corner there is a countdown clock. And so in some cases, when we are doing some sort of timed, maybe sketch exercises, I can actually have this countdown clock included so that the students can also see how much time they have left. Like I said, you can have any other input included. So for instance, I could also hook up my iPad, and what you can see here is I have a drawing program in my iPad, and that I can actually start to draw on it, and students could follow that way. If I really wanted to use a digital source, I could also any source from the internet, such as Mural, which is the virtual whiteboard and pinup platform we use for collaboration. I can flip through, of course, each of the sources individually, or again, I can combine them all so that we can actually work together and create a much more sort of packaged interactive experience. That gives an introduction to how we're trying to use the technologies and the platforms that are available to us. We're super excited to keep improving and to develop these possibilities further. So any feedback or suggestions that you have, it'd be great to hear from you. Thanks for your time, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. See you.